Back in Week 4, the Packers lost an instant classic in their first matchup against the Lions. Can Detroit do it again? Find out next on EA Sports.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, our holiday coverage kicks off with a good one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Well, Charles, it's our annual trip north for Thanksgiving. The Lions have been hosting this game going all the way back to 1934.
If you back it up even further, the NFL's played games on this day going all the way back to 1920. Look, it's a tradition in America. High school, college, NFL, Thanksgiving football. Let's do it.
The first of three here on this Thanksgiving Day, set for a good one. The Packers and the Lions underway in Detroit. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. And season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
Rumors of Goff's demise? Greatly exaggerated, it seems. Boy, what a big year he had last year. 29 touchdowns and led the Lions to their first winning season since 2017. Under his leadership, the Lions expect to make the playoffs for the first time in a few seasons.
Gibbs gets popped and he loses the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
So here are the Packers now with great starting field position. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there,
on the first play,
picking up the fumble, the natural inclination is to attack, go after them big. Sometimes what you just want to do is put the ball in the hands of one of your best players and one of their favorite plays and establish your dominance that way.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The numbers for Jones last week: 19 carries, 58 yards.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain of 37.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since the Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. Jones again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. 1-yard gains are trending. The same result on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still second down.
From his goal line here, gone.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Purdy off the play fake.
This is caught, and it's a Packers touchdown. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 75.
And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
But ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
He'll find his rookie tight end, Sam Laporta.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Counter play, here's Gibbs.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now it's Goff off the bootleg.
That's complete to Laporta.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. Out of the gun, Goff.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Josh Reynolds, his third touchdown now on the year.
And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Tyreek Hill's got another one.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their third in a row. And the question, is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shocks on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Goff.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football. He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Off throwing again.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, it's gone. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now it's gone. And that one incomplete as it breaks a string of 8 straight pass completions.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. We're in the 2nd quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain it?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him. Maybe even have a 3rd person in the area and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his, because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good.
Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Purdy.
Escaping the pressure right.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy.
They complete it to Hill. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I don't like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Purdy's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27.
Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. On second down, here's Gibbs. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
On first and 10, Goff. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
We're
4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now Goff.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Room here to run.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. An inside give to Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 31. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
2nd down and 4.
Up the middle, Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Dillon looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Aaron Jones, that's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
From the gun, here's Goff.
Finding space at the 40.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Goff on first down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And quickly they get to the line. Here's Goff now on second down.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better, had time to survey the field, and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now a first down throw. Goff.
Over the middle and taken in by Laporta.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Sam Laporta,
31 yards.
and the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Lions have recovered. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the deep.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Picked off by David Long. And the Packers are going to take over. Their own 30-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. On third down, here's Jones.
And he has a Packer first down, and that should be the one that finishes the script.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over
It's week 13.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Keyshawn Nixon now on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Now Purdy. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted.